So welcome back in our next chapter. So in last chapter, we have understood what is a time series database, especially for matrices, and what is a PromQL, which is Prometheus query language, and how can we utilize and how can we understand these languages, or how can we run extract the data from a Prometheus database. Now let's talk about how I create a Grafana dashboard. So what are the different ways I can create Grafana dashboard? There are two, three prominent ways. Let's talk about all those ways in this quick session. Now, since we already have the matrices coming on to our Grafana that we have seen in our last session, and we can actually run this magic query to understand what kind of matrices are coming on to this Grafana. We can close the unused. So I'm running. So how much matrices? So we are getting so much of matrices from different jobs. When I say jobs, these are the container level matrices that are coming. This is the infra level matrices and so on. So if I want to really see the infra level matrices, what all things are there, I will just quickly do this filtration, right? So I'm saying, can you please tell me what all different matrices are coming from this jobs? I will simply run this. Then I will do a group by on this underscore name, which will give me for this job how many distinct matrices are coming. Show me those matrices. So I will get this. All these distinct matrices are coming for container level, right? Now this is how you actually understand how many matrices are coming under one job. This is a magic query that I call about, and I always keep this magic query on my documentation. Now let's understand the different ways of to creating a dashboard. So I will come on to dashboard section first, and the prominent way which I personally like. You can simply go to Grafana dashboard, Grafana dashboards page, and then you can simply take any dashboard ID and then import that dashboard. Suppose I want to do the node exporter one only. Okay, so I will click on this. I will copy this dashboard ID 1860. I'll come here. I'll paste this dashboard ID. I'll load it. So people have already done so much of work, so you don't need to create dashboards from scratch. You can use the bare minimum template and then modify as per your needs. So I have received this node exporter dashboard quickly for all the infrastructure, monitoring. Now, since I have the node exporter dashboard, I can simply modify any panel and then do that. Now, this is one of the way to create dashboard. Now, what is the second way to create dashboard? I can simply go create new dashboard, and then I add a panel, and then simply I give some name. Suppose any test name. Then I add my query for that matter. Suppose I add this query, okay, and then you add this query like this, and then run it. Now it will give you click on save. You click save, and then your first panel has been created on this dashboard, and then you can rename and everything, and then you can, but this is very crude way of creating dashboard. Nobody is doing right away, but at least this the second way of creating dashboard. Now what is the third way of creating dashboard? Suppose you have dashboards, JSON file used by some other team members, or it is there in your lower environment. You can actually import that JSON directly to your Grafana instance. Now, how to do that? Let me first of all delete this node exporter dashboard. So whatever time I'm talking about, it's all in the current year, 2026. Whatever ways are there, I'm just telling you. So you can come here, then you can, say a new dashboard, okay, and then you can simply I can import also. One second. I want to show import, yes. So you can upload the JSON file from here. I will go back to my desktop, and then I have saved my node exporter JSON to here. I will simply import it, and then this will create the node exporter dashboard. Okay, so what I've done, I've actually imported a JSON file from my laptop, or you can import this JSON file from some other environment, or you can put all the JSON file into GitHub as a GitOps principle, dashboard as a code, and then get it deployed using pipelines. So this is the third way. Now, Bhupesh, can you tell me some other way? There's another fourth way with the help of Grafana Assistant, which is available in Grafana Cloud. And in open source, which we'll talk about later, you asked to create a dashboard using Grafana Assistant. That is the fourth way. Now, there's another way, fifth way. You can create dashboards automatically with the help of Grafana MCP server that we will talk about later in this course. So first of all, connect to an Grafana MCP server and then ask this question simply, can you create an infrastructure dashboard for me for last 30 minutes? With that, you will get the dashboard quickly onto your folder, and then you can manage those dashboards. And we have already talked about how to create, how to modify your PromQL queries. So let's not talk about in greater detail about these queries because this is done and dusted now. You might be learning all these queries 2 years ago, but nowadays it is all ask things from MCP server and then get it done and then modify as per your requirements. So that is all about how you create Grafana dashboards in a nutshell. Potentially 5 ways. I want to rewind it again. First of all, import it using Grafana.dashboard, get the dashboard ID from there, do it. Second is, create manually. Third is import it from any other folder or something, right? Third is that. Fourth is ask Grafana Assistant to create a dashboard. Fifth is to ask MCP server to create a dashboard. So that is pretty much. We'll catch you later in the next chapter. Bye bye.